this computer. Hey, you guys, welcome to our brand new Monday night glow party. We are so excited that you guys are here. And so I see we have some consultants on. We'll have some consultants probably hop on, and we're going to have some guests. And so if you're a guest, I would love for you to comment in the chat who invited you, where you live, okay, and you can kind of beef that up. Or have them unmute if you want, depending on how many people are on, okay? But I'm so excited, you guys. Tonight, we're going to try our glow facial, okay? It's almost spring break. It is spring break where I live. But who is ready for spring and summer for the glow? Like literally, okay? It's been so rainy here, okay? I know Crystal even posted, like, does the weather bother you? Yes, the weather freaking bothers me, okay? So the last, like, multiple days, it's been so dreary. I'm like, no. But I think this is like the blackberry winter or whatever. It's always like the cold snap at Easter, right? And then it's fine. So spring and summer is coming. Okay. So we're excited, but we're gonna walk you guys through our glow facial. So if you have your glow pack, okay, go ahead and bust it open. You might want to get some scissors so you can cut them open because sometimes they're hard to open, especially when your hands get wet. Guest, you can be in the bathroom next to sink, or if you're like me in your office, you could just have like some wet washcloths and we'll be able to go through it. And if you didn't get your spa pack yet, okay, don't worry, it is coming. Just grab a pen and a paper so you can take notes. And I promise everything is very simple. You'll be able to go through it the second your pack gets in your mailbox. Okay, you guys ready? We're going to jump in. My name is Danielle. I am the sales director of this team. And so your consultant that invited you is in my Mary Kay family. And so we're the WISE unit. And the WISE is an acronym. It stands for, what does it stand for? Worthy, intentional, shining, and excellent. Okay. So we really believe that we're worthy of achieving and believing for more. We're intentional in living in our priorities, faith, family, career, and we're shining our light everywhere we go, serving others. And so we're glad you're on tonight because this is just our chance to be able to serve you wherever you are. And then excellent is just something we're striving to become excellent in all areas, relationally, health, financial, all the things. And so we're excited for you to be here. We are, and then you could say, like, if you know there's people in other states that are on, you could say, like, we're working on our Miss America contest, or, you know, you could kind of gauge and see what the guests are, but you don't even necessarily have to say all that if you don't want to. Okay. Okay. We're going to jump in. Okay. So just go ahead and cut all your samples open. Okay. And the first thing you guys we're going to do is our repair cleanser. Okay. So I'm going to wet my face. I'm going to do it with you. Okay. If you guys have never tried this skincare set, okay, this is our Botox in a bottle. Maybe you've tried Mary Kay before, or go ahead and, you know, put that in the chat. If you've ever tried Mary Kay before, if you've tried our repair set, this is the most luxurious one we have, okay? So you're just going to use that sample. You're going to make it go up and out, all over your face. I will say this is like the most luxurious cleanser we have, okay? This is a part of our repair line. It's really going to make your skin glow, okay? This is the most anti-aging skincare set that we have. How many times a day do we want to wash our face? Okay, twice. How many times do we actually wash it? Okay, yeah, sometimes once, sometimes twice. So washing your face every morning and every night, of course, makes a big difference. But this cleanser, whew, it's like you're at the spa. Okay. So when you do this in the shower, it does bubble up a lot. Okay. You can really like get it in there. Hey, is this Courtney?
Okay, Okay, I'm gonna unmute myself. Sorry.
Hey, you're
I was
good.
on stage.
You're good. We just
Okay,
started with the
yes.
cleanser, so you're good.
Okay.
You can have your camera on or off. I'm recording this just so the girls can watch it back. But yeah, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming on.
Okay, cool. Hi.
So okay, we did the cleanser first, and so it does get a little bit bubbly, but you can just use your washcloth, or if you're at the sink, okay, you can rinse it off. We just like don't take time, right? To just like literally pamper ourselves. And this is just the glory of what we get to do. Feels so good. So you guys, the cool thing about Mary Kay is you can use different product lines together. So maybe you had a facial in person or you came to one of our parties in person and you tried the Time Wise line. And maybe you love some of the Time Wise or you love some of the repair. Or if you have acne prone skin, you can kind of mix and match. But you don't want to be a hodgepodger of other brands, okay? Because if you're using Clinique this, Estee Lauder that, Elf this, Mary Kay this, I want you to know that those products were never tested to work together. So they could be causing extra harm to your skin. So whatever you're using, let it be one whole brand, top to bottom, okay? Okay, how's your skin feel? Good, love it, love it. And this is the real size of the big bottle. It literally lasts like forever, okay, forever. Okay, so going into the glow piece, okay, we're gonna do our deep cleansing activated charcoal mask. This isn't the other little sample that's in your pack, okay? It's white and green. You want to cut it open. And when you have this little mask applicator, it makes it even easier, okay? So that's what I'm gonna use. You just squirt it on the mask applicator and you just literally paint your face, okay? So you might not have a little mask spatula right now, and that's okay. You can just use your fingers, okay? And you want to kind of rub this in all over, but of course, avoiding your eye area. Okay. You want it to be a little bit thick. I mean, you're going to use literally every single drop from that sample pack. Okay. So just squeeze it all out, kind of start in the middle of your face. I love it. You can always tell people's personality by how they put the charcoal mask on. And I like love personality stuff. So I think it's hilarious. Even in person is so funny because you have people like me that just like throw it on there. Like it is fine. And that's really how I live my life. And then you have people who are like, take 20 minutes to put the charcoal mask on and they make sure it's even. And like, I mean, and every little tiny millimeter is exactly the same color and thickness. It's so funny to me. Okay. And then we're going to leave this on for like 5 to 8 minutes. Okay. In real life, in your bathroom, you guys, you can use this mask. You can leave it on for like 10, 20, 30 minutes, okay? However long you want. But I'm not going to make you guys hang out with me that long tonight. Okay, so we'll leave it on for like 5 to 8 minutes. But the cool thing about the charcoal mask, you guys, is activated charcoal is the number one ingredient in this mask. And what it does is it acts as a detox, it acts as a magnet to pull all the dirt, oil, and grime out of your pores. Okay, have you guys ever used a charcoal mask before? Okay, yeah. I had never. I was like not a skincare girl. Okay, I literally did not know nothing about this. I know this is driving some of you guys really crazy. Hold on, let me fix this. Okay. Okay, let me just cover up this eyebrow. I know some of y'all are about to go crazy. Okay. So this active dark or deep activated charcoal, it literally acts as a detox and pulls stuff out. Okay, so it can carry double its weight in impurities. And so as it's drying, okay, right now it looks really shiny, right? But it will dry and you'll literally see it changing. It'll have little black dots all over. Your face might be getting kind of like tight and tickly. Okay, that's normal. And when it's dry, if you have a white dot, that means it's a pimple that's sucking it out that hasn't been exposed to the skin yet. If you have like really dark gray patches around, that's oils that's being sucked to the surface of your skin. And you will definitely see probably on your nose or your chin or your cheeks like pores with black dots where it's pulling out the dirt, oil, and grime. And so the first time you do this, it might look really gross, okay? And you might say, well, of course, I've never done that before because that's what I did. But I want you to know it looks gross every single time because your pores are constantly having stuff come in them, whether it's makeup or pollen or smoke or whatever's in the air that lands on your face. Okay. It has mint in it, so it smells really good. I know, Crystal, it's like getting tickly. Okay. So at this point, I probably would see if anybody has any questions. You could put in the chat, you know, hold on, let me turn my camera back on, sorry. We can come up with a script. We can come up with something for like while the charcoal mask is on, but probably would share because we have the charcoal mask that's going to sit for like 5 to 8 minutes, and then we have the facial peel that's going to sit for 5 to 8 minutes too. So we'll want some sort of filler for both of those. So charcoal mask could be talking about like other skincare sets, like, okay, this is the repair line, this is the top of the line, Botox in a box. Then we have our anti-aging Time Wise set. Then we have our Mary Kay set for the younger kids. We have our Clear Proof set. Then we could talk about too the skincare analyzer. Like if you don't know what set, works for you, I would recommend downloading the Mary Kay Skin Analyzer app. It's so cool. You literally take a picture of your face and it analyzes your skin, your texture, your pores, aging, all of that, and it tells you which products would be best for you. So if you're loving so far the repair line, might be best for you, okay? Or you can look at that app and you can decide. Okay. But during which one of them, probably I would do like other products right here. Or if you have guests on, the guests can speak. Surely they'll have their video on and you could say like, oh, is anybody doing anything for spring break? Or, okay, I want to get to know you guys now. Like if you want to unmute or you want to put in the chat, like tell us where you live, how you know your consultant, and like something you like to do for fun. That would be like a good, easy connection piece for the guest. And then during the facial peel, probably share the marketing, at least a little bit. I know, look at all these pimples I have. They're like, all this is stress from Raya, this little girl, I'm telling you.
I get them on my chin.
Raya will literally, she started taking off all of her clothes today. Like every time I get her out of the bed for a nap, like I was like, I have to get her out like a second I hear her, or like she's naked. But today I went and got her the second she was naked and she had peed in her bed. So I guess she took off her clothes before she fell asleep. Like, what? Why are you doing this? What is happening? But anyway. And Crystal, I was thinking too, maybe for these, we could do, if they give 7 referrals, we give the mask applicator for free.
Okay, I like that. So would you send them the flyer like after you'd send the set sheet and then the flyer, or just ask for 7 referrals?
I'm probably, yeah, send them.
Okay.
And when we get real fancy, we can even incorporate that into the envelope.
Oh, fancy.
I after my crew like can do that.
Is there any paper in the envelope, or it's just the samples? Okay.
Just the samples, but we could put like the set sheet on one side and the referrals on the other side.
Yeah.
And then they can just write them down and take a picture and send them to us. I do think there has to be some sort of connection piece. I want these to be short, like 30 minutes though, like 30, 35 minutes. But I do feel like there has to be some sort of connection piece. So just like, kind of jumping in, welcoming, making sure they have the samples. Then maybe the charcoal mask right here is kind of where we're connecting with them a little bit. Because you might have guests that are, you're maybe Jackie invites 2 friends. And so you're going to try to get to know the friends a little bit too, where we're at least connecting with the guest, but they're not taking over the whole Zoom,
Mm-hmm.
And then, so maybe the charcoal mask is like a little bit of skincare, a little bit of connecting with them. And then like, okay, we're gonna rinse it off, and then okay, we're gonna put the facial peel on, and then do a little bit of marketing, like, oh, and then we would love to have you on our team, and then finishing up the set, and then okay, here's the specials. It's $20 to join our team. Your consultant's gonna be following up with you, blah blah blah.
Okay. I can see the white spats. I can see it.
I don't know. I really did need to do this. I haven't done my mask in a while. I don't usually get pimples like this. Because I slept in my makeup last night, probably. I know. Well, you know how it is. When you got sick babies, you just like, whatever, I guess I'm sleeping here. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off. Okay. And you guys are gonna be so surprised, okay? I don't know however many minutes it's been. You could be fancy and set a timer. I don't know. I don't care. Okay. But we're gonna use our washcloth and just wipe it off, y'all. You're gonna be shocked. It comes off so easy. Okay. This is one of the top charcoal masks on the market, literally. And ours is only like $25, where the leading charcoal mask is like over $70 a bottle, which is crazy. You get 30 applications in a tube, and you would really only do the charcoal mask like every other day, or maybe like 2 times a week. Okay, so you wouldn't do it every single day because it is detoxing, kind of stripping your skin in a good way. But if you overused it, right, it would be too much. So this has also, I didn't even tell you, has a honeysuckle extract in it, which is a skin brightener. So coming into our glow, okay, it's brightening your skin tone. It helps with your complexion. If you have red spots or like blotchy skin tone, the charcoal mask is really going to help you with that. Okay. Make sure you get it all off. You're going to let your face dry a little bit, okay, just like Crystal's doing. How's your skin feel already? Okay, like, whoo-wee. I always tell my husband that if my charcoal mask detoxed my attitude, like it detoxed my face, like we would be doing so good. Unfortunately, just works for the face.
That's a good one. I like it.
It's so true, though. Okay. Okay. Your face feels good. Might feel kind of tight, okay? Because it is like sucking all that stuff out of your pores, okay? Already, you probably have some sort of natural glow. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to leave this on for 10 minutes as well, okay, is our glycolic acid radiance facial peel. Okay, you think your skin looks good now, just wait, okay? The real bottle of this is like a little squirt bottle, okay? But you can bust open the sample, cut it. You'll want to squeeze everything out of this as well. When you have the actual bottle, yeah, I just do like, I don't know, 4 or 5 squirts, okay? And you rub it on like a moisturizer, or you could use your little mask applicator as well. I literally washed my mask applicator off to use it, and here I am using my hands anyway, so it's okay. If your face is kind of like tingling, okay, that's normal. Is your face tingling, Crystal?
It does when I put this on.
Yeah. Mine will tingle for like the first, like literally 10 seconds, like it's not even doing it anymore. But if you do experience that or you notice that, it's okay. I'm really not one of those people that's like, well, if it's tingling, you know it's working. Like some people say that, but this just as it's going on, because it is breaking apart the bonds of your skin, like that's what it does. You will notice it. But if it's ever uncomfortable or anything like that, girl, just take it off. Okay. It's not that serious. But definitely don't do it close to your eye. Okay. You want to pretend like you got cucumbers around your eyes with any of the masks or really any of the moisturizers. In the repair set at the very end, we will do an eye cream, and that's what you're going to use around your eyes, okay? So this goes on like a clear peel, okay? But if you've ever gone to the spa and dermatologist, okay, they probably did a facial peel like this. And what is so cool about it is it's more of like, it is like a chemical exfoliation, okay? So it's breaking apart the bonds of those skin layers, like I said, but it really makes your face glow, and this really elevates your skincare routine. So if you are somebody who has more textured skin, or if you have like larger pores or wrinkles that you're trying to get rid of, or scarring, acne scarring, pimples, the glycolic acid facial peel is going to be so amazing for you because it helps in that skin rejuvenation process. Okay. So it's helping the old dead skin come off so that the new healthy skin can shine through. Okay. So we washed your face first. You're going to use this every morning and every night. Then we did the charcoal mask. Okay. You only do that maybe every other day, 2 to 3 times a week. And that's detoxing your pores from the inside out. And then now we're doing the facial peel, which is exfoliating those top layers off. Okay. And then we'll go back into your normal everyday routine to help keep your skin healthy. Okay. Any questions about anything so far? Is anybody's face tingling? And I would probably just say that just to give people permission to be like, yeah, this like kind of feels weird. And then you can keep an eye on it. I always much rather acknowledge that something weird might be happening than try to avoid that it's not happening. Same thing with like the eye patches. Some people experience tingling with the eye patches. And so I just always tell people, like, if it's tingling too much and you don't like it, just take them off. Okay. Because then you don't want it to be like, oh, well, nope, you're the weird one out. Like, oh, well, they're not working for you. And like, I just never want it to be like that. I always just want to be like, oh, if you don't like it, take it off, or if whatever, so that people feel safe. Okay. So then this dries. And again, in your own bathroom, okay, when you have the bottle and you just have all night to linger, you can leave it on. The bottle says 10 minutes. I'll tell you, I've left mine on up to probably 30 minutes and my face did not fall off. Okay. So your discretion, whatever you want to do. I love these at-home versions of these though, because it doesn't make your skin really sensitive to the sun. So I have girlfriends, they go to the spa and dermatologist, they do all the fancy treatments, which is great. But then you have to avoid the sun or your skin looks blotchy for a little bit. And some people don't like that, just kind of that aftermath. So using really good grade products, but that are at home that you can use more often, you still get the end results, but the process is a little bit smoother and a little bit more comfortable. Okay. So I would love to share with you guys some really exciting things that we're doing in our unit right now. And so Mary Kay, we've told you, is #1 brand in the world, the skincare and color cosmetic, which is amazing. Okay. And Crystal, I didn't actually say that, but I probably would say that in the intro, right? Like, let's talk about the products and how amazing they are first. But something that I want you guys to know is tonight you're going to see some specials on these products. But Mary Kay also is doing a special on the business this month as well. So for the month of April, it's only $20 to open your own Mary Kay business, which is crazy because when I started, it was $100. But I'd love to just share a little tiny bit about me and why I started my business and what I know the consultants really love about Mary Kay. Okay. So then I would do my story of saying something like, I started Mary Kay. This week was my 11-year anniversary. I started on my birthday, April 2nd, 2014, which is so crazy to think about 11 years ago. But really, I don't even know why I started my it was just kind of like on a whim. Honestly, I had been to a party. I loved the products. I was broke as a joke in college, and so I could not afford Mary Kay for sure. I couldn't afford anything. And so one year for Christmas, my mom got me all the products, which I loved, but I used them so sparingly because I was like, I cannot use them because I knew they cost more than my Neutrogena that I was buying at Walmart, But anyway, at the party, I met my consultant, Allison, who I loved, and I still love her to death. But she asked me at the end of the party, like, would you ever consider doing this? And I was like, no, thank you. I would never do this. No, I would not. I do not like girls. I do not know how to wear makeup. I always hung out with the guys. I was going to be a dental hygienist since I was 8 years old. That was the only thing I ever had planned. And you're cute, but no thanks. Okay. And I said all that to her in a very kind way. But then I also said, well, maybe when I'm done with school, I'll think about it. And that was like 2 years from now. And for sure, she was going to forget about me. Okay. But we became good friends. She taught me how to use makeup. I told you guys my mom bought the products from her for me for Christmas. And so it was April 2014. I was about to graduate college. and I needed foundation. So it was my birthday. So I texted her, hey, Allison, I need some foundation. She said, okay, here you go. And then she said, I know that you said when you were done with school, you might think about this. Like, have you considered it? And I had not considered it. 1 second, let me tell you. But something about the fact that she even remembered that I had said that in that season of my life just really meant so much to me. I was really in a floundering season going between, college to graduation and what that was going to look like. I was moving back home. I was losing a lot of friends. I had gained some new friends. I was really in like a transition period. And that could have been a good excuse for me to not do Mary Kay, right? To not start something new. But I really figured, what the heck? I love the products and I really wanted to do mission work. And so in my heart, I knew I wanted to go places and serve people. And I hadn't quite figured out how I was supposed to do that, working 40 hours a week and getting 1 week of vacation a year. Like, how are you supposed to show up for the people that the Lord wants you to serve? And people do it every day. I understand that. But like, I couldn't figure out how I was supposed to do that. So I did have a little hope in my heart that maybe this is how I was supposed to make money and have the freedom and flexibility to go and actually do what the Lord had called me to do. So I said, yes. I called my mom and I said, Mom, I think I started Mary Kay. And she almost like cussed me out because we just spent all this money on college and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'm not actually doing this Mary Kay thing. Okay. Like, the box is getting shipped to your house. So I had to tell you. So anyway, I got the box. I opened it up. It was like Christmas morning, literally. And I had my first party in May. And here we are 11 years later. So I never, ever, ever in a million years dreamed it would be what it is now, that I get to work from home with my 2 little babies. That's about to be 4 and about to be 2. We've earned 7 free cars. I just picked up my 7th free car last week. I've earned all of them: the pink Cadillac, the Chevy Trax, and the Chevy Equinox. Been able to travel all over the United States, but it just has been so, and I did do mission work too. I got to go with my church 3 times to Africa. So it's just crazy the things that have happened because I said yes then, really with like no goals or hopes, or like I really don't even know, but you just never know until you try. So that's just like a little tiny bit of my story, but a lot of the consultants will tell you that they love Mary Kay for the money, right? And so let me just tell you how we make money. You're probably wondering, okay? And so we make money 2 ways. We make money off selling the products, which is a 50% profit. 50% profit, okay? And we make money off building our team, and we save money on our products because we get all the products half off. Okay, so when I started, literally April 2nd, I thought, you know what? I might not make any money, but I'll be saving some money. And 50% off was a good stinking deal to me, okay? I would pay 50% off for Mary Kay products. And anyway, then I thought, okay, my mom, my sister, my girlfriend, they all use something. They might use Mary Kay. So then I invited my best friend to my dorm room to try my starter kit. And I showed her the products and she said, I think you're doing this wrong. And I'm like, oh, maybe I am. And I was doing them wrong. But then she bought over $100 worth of stuff and I made 50 bucks. And I thought, you know what? If I can do it wrong, if I could have my friend tell me how to do the facial and she paid me, like, okay, I think I can figure this out. So flash forward to my first party, I sold over $600. I made $300. And now my favorite thing is teaching other people how to do this. And so even Crystal, we had an amazing day. She sold over $1,200 in one day and made $600. And so I love the money aspect of it. So you can make money off your team or off selling the products. But it's amazing. Okay. So that's the money. You get paid immediately. There's no middleman. There's no waiting for payday. Okay. I know times are hard. Let me tell you, I know times are hard. Let me tell you, diapers are expensive. Gas is expensive. Strawberries are expensive. Baseball is expensive. Schools, like, it's all expensive. We know. But Mary Kay could be kind of that little extra or a lot extra for you. Okay. People love the money, of course. And then Crystal, you could share whatever you wanted to say. I would do some sort of letters from Mrs. Cab. Probably would do the money, probably would do like the freedom of like, you get to be your own boss. You get to make your own schedule. There's no quotas or territories, nothing you have to do. And we're working virtually or in person. So if you live close to us, you can come to some of our in-person events. Or if you live far away, you can join us here. What else do you think we should share? Money.
Yeah, we already said it was $20, so
Yeah. All the training is provided.
would you talk about the like $20 to start and then $80 to upgrade?
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah. And so I would do how we make money, how it works, maybe. Let's do this. How we make money, how it works is you can work virtually or in person. There's no quotas or territories. Um, you're your own boss. You pick your own schedule, all of that. And then how to get started.
Okay.
And then how you get started is you just sign up. We can send you an email link. You can pick the $20 kit, and that gets your marykay.com/yourname website, access to all the training, access to all the events that we do, access to your half off discount. And then even if, you're thinking, okay, you want to just dip your toe into Mary Kay, that could be a great option for you. It's just $20. Okay. But if you're thinking, oh no, I definitely want to do this a little bit more, then you can upgrade to our pro kit. It's an extra $80, but you get over $500 worth of stuff. The skincare, the bag, foundations, catalogs, plus all the online stuff. So if you got both, it'd be $100 all in. And then you can decide what Mary Kay could be for you. And then I would say, okay, does anybody have any questions? Okay. Okay. Everybody's face is feeling good. Okay. 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 You're going to use your washcloth. You might want to grab a different washcloth. Or if you're at the sink again, splash your face. Okay. We're going to rinse this off. And Mary Kay might totally not be for you, right? And that is okay. It's okay. But I didn't sign up for like months, years after I was introduced to Mary Kay. So that's why we always share. But maybe you're thinking like, okay, I would never do this, but my girlfriend should be really good at this. Or like, you know what? My friend was just talking about how she needs some extra money. You can refer your friends to us. And so we do have a special sheet that we're going to send you, and you can write her name down, and we're going to send her a spa pack, and it'll come from you. And if you give us 7 referrals, you're going to get the mask applicator for free. Okay? You'll get the mask applicator for free as a gift for us. And if you give us 14 referrals, you're going to get the mask applicator for free plus a half off item. And then if you give us 25 referrals, you get the mask applicator plus 2 items half off. So you wouldn't, oh shoot, you wouldn't necessarily maybe have to do that when they're wiping their face off, but that could be kind of a good intro, like a good transition into sharing the opportunity, talking about the referrals, and then jumping back into the products. Okay. Have you used the peel before?
I have.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
So good. I do it when I do the hydrofacial.
Oh yeah. Okay. So just to recap, okay, we did the cleanser, which you would use every morning and every night. Okay, we're about to jump into your everyday routine. Then remember we did the charcoal mask that detox your pores from the inside out. We just wiped off the facial peel and all the dead skin, okay? And so now we're jumping back into your repair strip, okay? The next thing we're going to do is our lifting serum. And we're almost done. The rest of this is going to go pretty quick, you guys, okay? The lifting serum. This is what we call the magic bullet, okay? Raise your hand if you just really would love your skin to be tighter and toned and like tight, okay? That's what this is. So you're going to want to use that whole packet, okay? When you have this bottle in your bathroom, you're going to want to use like 10 squirts of it, okay? I know that you are, but hear me out. You only need to use like 4 squirts, okay? You only need to use a little bit. You're going to want to use a lot, okay? You can do this on your neck. Your skin just like literally sucks it up. Like you're like, where did it go? Your skin absorbs all of it, okay? And this is specifically designed for here to really tighten, tone, and firm.
This feels amazing. I don't think I've used this before.
Oh my gosh. It's like literally the best product we have.
This is what my mom bought.
Wait, which one is this?
This is the lifting serum.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're just back into we're just finishing the repair set now. Okay. The cool thing about your little packet, you guys, is you have a morning and a nighttime routine. Okay. So the next part of your sample is the day cream. So just wait, hang on to this and use it in the morning. Okay. This is your day cream with SPF 30. It feels amazing. Okay. You only need a little tiny bit. Do not put it around your eyeballs. Okay. But we're going to use tonight, since it's nighttime, okay, our Voluform night treatment. And this has retinol built into it, okay? So retinol, you guys, is like the golden standard, the golden umbrella of skincare right now, okay? It helps with everything, scarring, dark circles, aging, sunspots, like wrinkles, the whole thing, okay? When you have the actual bottle, it's so cool. You just like, where's my camera? You can't even see it because the light is so bright. But you just push this thing down and it squirts up the product. It's so cool. Okay. So a little bit goes a long way too. Roll it up and out, up and out, up and out. Definitely want to do it on your neck. Remember, this is the Botox in a bottle. Okay. So it's the lifting serum plus these moisturizers really are so good for your skin. This is the set my mom used to use, and I could literally tell by the day if she were using it or not because it helped her wrinkles so much. My mom grew up in Florida. She had a lot of skin. She did chemotherapy. She smoked, like the whole thing. But I could tell by the day if she was using it because it was like, it's that potent. Okay. And then in the morning, if you have a little bit of your cleanser left over from your sample pack, wash your face. Okay. And then you can use the day moisturizer in the morning and then let your consultant know how it feels. My nose is so itchy right now. I'm so sorry. Okay.
I'm about to switch to this set. Holy cow.
Oh, it is an upgrade. It really is.
Whew.
I love the Time Wise set too. I honestly, I go back and forth sometimes. Like I'll use the Time Wise for some, and then I'll use this for some, and then I'll use the Time Wise for some, and then I'll use this for some.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, then the very last thing we're gonna do is the eye cream. Okay, so that's in your little packet, and you're gonna want to use your ring finger and just dab a little tiny bit around, under, around, and you can do it on your brow bone. Okay, your ring finger, your ring finger, your ring finger. It's the weakest finger. But when you have the actual tube, look at this baby, okay? It's got this metal tip applicator, and you just like rub it on. Okay. This helps with puffiness, dark circles, and wrinkles. I call the triple hallelujah, okay? Rub it around. What are the chances my kids are going to be sleeping after this video? What are the chances, y'all?
They're sick, right?
Yeah, I forgot.
So they'll probably be asleep.
Oh no, I doubt it. I was thinking they probably would not be asleep.
Oh. My kids sleep my kids actually sleep when they're sick. So it's like
my kids just want mommy all day when they're sick. Me too, but you know. Okay, so that's your repair set, you guys. How's your skin feeling? Okay, glowing. Can you tell a difference in the mirror? Okay. Oh man, it feels so good. Okay, so you guys, we're so excited. We have a special for you tonight, okay? And I'm gonna be very fancy. I'm gonna share my screen here, okay? So this is our luxurious glow, what's that say? Glowing skin set sheet, okay? So you can get the Time Wise repair set by itself for $215, okay? And that's your everyday, every night, morning and night routine. The cleanser, the lifting serum, the day, the night cream, and the eye cream, okay? 5 pieces, Botox in a box, and all the products last like 5, 6, 7 months, okay? When you're looking at the price of this, it's gonna last you a long time, okay? The charcoal mask is 26. And then the facial peel is 68. Okay. And remember, these two you only use 2 to 3 times a week. You could even use them like on alternating nights. I have a lot of clients that do that. They'll do the charcoal mask Tuesday, Thursday, they'll facial peel Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like that. Okay. But you can get the whole bundle, okay? The whole glow skin bundle, okay, for $2.99 tonight. And you can get one, if you buy the whole bundle for $2.99, then you can get one of our other oils or boosters for free. Okay. Our naturally oil, This thing is amazing. You can use it in your hair, on your face, on your body. It's an all over oil that will really enhance your glow, and it smells amazing. Okay. So you can pick that for free, or you could pick our Clinical Solutions Hyaluronic Acid plus Ceramide Hydrator, which gives an extra good glow too. It helps heal your skin, and it's great to hydrate your skin, whether you're normal, dry, or oily. So with the bundle for $2.99, then you would get to pick the hyaluronic acid plus ceramide or the naturally oil for free. Okay. Any questions? And then remember, we're going to send you the referral sheet. And if you write down 7 referrals, you get the mask for, the brush for free. And then you can do the other items for half off. Okay. And then one final thing, let me just show you a picture of the starter kit flyer. So you might want to take a screenshot of this. Okay. But the eStart kit, like we were telling you, is usually $35, but is on sale this month for $20. And then this is the big starter kit we were talking about, is usually $90, but you can add it on for $80. So the $20 is really all it takes to open your Mary Kay account. I know this says until March, y'all, but they extended this through April, which is just insane. Okay, so just ignore that. But it's through the end of April. But you get all these supplies, okay, for only $80. And then you get to join our amazing team. And then your skin would be glowing, and your finances might be glowing, and your life might be glowing a little bit more too. So you can screenshot that, and your consultant will be following up with you after this video. So does anybody have any questions? I would love for you to put in the chat. You can unmute, tell us something you're loving about your skin, something you're noticing that's different, something that surprised you. Okay. And you guys, we're doing these every Monday. So if you have a friend that you think like, man, she would love this, whether you think she would buy it or it doesn't matter. Okay. We're just out here blessing people, and we want to bless people in every state in the whole United States. Okay. So if you have somebody that you think would love this, definitely write her on the referral sheet, and we will contact her, and then you'll get some fun credit that way too. So we love you guys. Thanks for being here.